All right, KLC Staff 2015. I'm going to give you a rundown of Team and Mascot stuff, and it's going to be all in one video this year as opposed to 5 different videos. Monday's going to be very similar to what we've always done. We start out team time at 6:35, and we go through basic staff introductions, what we're doing as a team, some activities or some recognition that we'll have as a team this week, and then any other additional information. This year we will again have a banner or a net. There will be a net incorporated with the fishing theme this year. On Monday they need to sign their name, and they also need to draw a worm beside their name. Make sure that they are not coloring in their worm because that is an activity for Tuesday. So have them draw a worm and sign their name. Mascot time starts at 6:50 with a name game of your choice. You're just getting to know these campers, a way to connect to these campers for the rest of the week. Another thing that you're going to do is the true color activity. You're going to do very similar to what you've done in the past. You're going to read the true color cards to your campers, and they're going to rank them most likely to least like me. Then regroup as a team, and then we'll break into smaller groups according to their true color, and they're going to do the activity like last year, as you can see in this poster here. So the 4 color groups are going to identify their strengths and their challenges. They'll also be given a worm, as you can see in this picture here, in conjunction with their true color to attach to their name tag. That's a basic overview for Monday. After Team and Mascot time, we'll have a guest speaker for 30 minutes, and then we will also have a smaller pep assembly similar to what we did last year. More details will come on that as we get to camp and prep Saturday and Sunday. Tuesday starts with Mascot from 8:30 to 9. What you're going to do is the first thing is you're going to just check in with them, either a low-key energizer, ask them how they slept, what their favorite part of yesterday was, something to just check on their well-being. And the primary focus is then going to be on this hook poster, as you can see in these pictures here. The hook is going to be in their team color, so red if you're on the red team. And then the picture is what we're going to do Monday as they come in. They're going to cut these out, decorate them how they want to, and they'll be hung somewhere in the camp. There will be a couple different poses for this hook poster available, and those will be on display on Monday when they take their picture for in-processing. Once you have collected the hook poster, you will present your campers with a hook. This will be symbolized with a pipe cleaner, and they will be able to form it in whatever kind of hook shape that they choose for Tuesday's name tag accessory. Tuesday afternoon has 2 big activities that we're going to do. The first one is a marshmallow challenge activity. The instructions are pretty clearly laid out in your team and mascot material, but we wanted you to have a visual as well. So coming up in this link down below, you need to write this down and check out this YouTube video. There's a couple different variations out there that you can check out as well. This one gives you a pretty good idea of what our campers are going to be doing for this activity. So get this link down and watch this YouTube video so you have a better understanding. We will do this as a group on Sunday, but we want you to be prepared for camp. The big thing that we want you to take away from this exercise is the processing. There are a handful of questions on page 10 in your team and mascot materials. If you want to use more theme related questions, you can, such as you're a fisherman and you're out on a boat and the sun is setting, what are you going to do now? So if you want to change those questions up a bit, you sure can. The second activity is called Bait Them Up and Cast a Line. And what that is you're taking this tackle box you can see here, much like the color palette from last year, and you're breaking up your team into groups of 4 or 5, and they're making a skit, a presentation, a song of the other 7 colors that are out there so that they can start the brainstorming process for the activity for Wednesday night's actual presentation of your team color. Tuesday at 6:30 to 7:30 in the evening, that team time is used for getting the idea started for your presentation on Wednesday night. A couple things to note here. First off, take care of your banner. Today they're going to color in that worm that they drew yesterday in their true color. Please only have them paint that or color in that worm their true color, no other colors. The second thing is we suggest getting a calendar or a big piece of poster paper and start the brainstorming process on paper. That way you have something to come back to as your team continues to work on this Wednesday during the day. One last thing is, just as a reminder, Wednesday from 11:30 to 12:05, you used to have team time there in the past, and this year you will not have that team time. So use your time efficiently on Tuesday and Wednesday. All right, Wednesday is going to be very similar to every other year in the past. Um, some key things to note at the 8:30 meeting when you guys meet up, make sure and give the campers their small bobber for the day. That'll hook on their name tag, as you can see in the picture here. And then also take some time to add to the banner a phrase, a quote, a picture, something that helps them remember something from their presentation, whether it be a line from their presentation or just teamwork or something related to working on their presentation for the day. All right, from Thursday morning at 8:30 to 9 o'clock is team time. There's a lot of stuff packed in here, but you can get it all in. The first thing you need to do is process and evaluate your presentation from the night before. You can read the judges' comments, talk about what went well, things that need to be improved, other things of that nature. Second thing you need to do is your team recognition. You're finding your team captain, team wisher, team flag raiser. Again, the leadership needs to get together and figure out who the two banner presenters are going to be for Friday morning. That doesn't have to be announced then, but it needs to be done obviously before Friday morning. A couple other things you need to do in this session. You need to brainstorm ideas for your team wish, get an idea of what you want to do for your team wish, and then the last thing is celebrate your success. We will have little packages of goldfish instead of gummy worms. Thursday afternoon from 1:40 to 2:10 is team time, and it's called hitting snags and saving life and having lifelines. Excuse me. There's a couple things to note for this thing. You can see in the picture here. It's also been called Nitro River or River Crossing or Hot Chocolate Crossing. There is a link that I've included. Again, you can watch a YouTube video on this if you want a bit more familiar with it. But again, we will demonstrate this on Sunday at staff meeting. Some things to note: the wood blocks will be fish shaped. You're going to need to collect those at the end so that you can take those, because those will be what you write on, like we did last year, to give to each member of your mascot group. So make sure that you collect those, and there should be a paper or a plastic sack that you can put those in. You don't have to carry those around all day. Someone will make sure those get back to your housing area. The objective of this is to collect these inflatable fish along the way, get them from one side to the other without losing anybody on your team or without losing any of your rafts, which are the wooden fish. Then we roll right into mascot time at 2:10 to 2:25. It's called the Perfect Fisherman, and you can see there's going to be a handout kind of like this rough draft here that you can see here. The campers are going to have an opportunity to color in this fisherman in the colors that they see fit. So like if they think they need more character, they can color mostly red, or if they want to do more service, they can color mostly blue. Some other things, as you can see in your camp and your notes, you can name him, and maybe his name stands for something, and what else would he catch, and what's in his tackle box. So you can spend some time sharing if anybody wants to share, but by all means, you're not obligated. The last thing you're going to do is you're going to add a fish or a sea creature to their name tag for Thursday. All right, Friday we tried to make a little less stressful. So we put mascot first and then team time. Mascot time starts with just a basic check-in and then what we call the pinning ceremony. So they're going to get their last article for their name tag, which will be a lifesaver, as you can see in the picture here. Of course, all these are going to be a little cleaner than what you see here. I was just giving you a rough idea. They're going to have a tackle box worksheet, which will be their letter to self that they're going to start filling out. Now, also you are going to present them their wooden fish plaque that you wrote on the previous night while they were writing their letter of appreciation in their cottage. You were writing a letter of appreciation to each of them on that wooden fish. So you will present those as well. You will give them back their hook posters as well that they did on Tuesday. Then for team time, they can continue working on their letter to self if they need some more time. And then the other big focus is the camper evaluation. So make sure they get that in, done in a timely manner, because Cheryl does appreciate the feedback on those. Don't forget to remind your two banner presenters to meet with Kate on the piano side of the stage at 9:35 so that they know what they're doing for closing general session and presenting those banners. If you guys have any questions before camp, protocol will be to talk to your team leaders for clarification. If team leaders are discovering a common problem, have them email Kelly, Kate, myself, or Jessica, and we will try to address them before camp. We want to try to iron out everything before we get to camp. Again, I will include the links in the email that Cheryl sends out to you guys so that you have easy access to those 2 YouTube videos to watch for the river crossing and also for the marshmallow challenge, so you have a better understanding of how to do those activities. We will do them on Sunday as a team, as a staff, but be prepared for camp.